Hello, and we're live. So we're going to go right into this. This is part one of the Darkstalkers set review. We're jumping right into this, guys, because, again, we got another 144 cards, plus the new champ promos, which we will do in part two-ish.
Yes.
We may have to have a part three to do the promos. It's just time factor.
We might save them for next week. We'll just see where we're at on getting this done. We're doing part one tonight. We're doing the first four characters alphabetically of the set.
Yes.
So
English names, because you people don't know who Gallon or Ouroboros or Lily are. Freaking casuals.
All right. So we're gonna get started. Who's doing first read?
You can go first, Joe.
Okay, give me a second. Get her up. Valletta Bonnet Hood, or BB Hood. We've already talked about everybody. We're going to have the spreadsheet out, too. She is 7 hand size, 18 health, Evil Fire Order, static ability of whenever one of your opponent's attacks would receive a damage or speed bonus. That bonus gets -1 to a minimum of 1. And enhances face-up attack gets +1 damage. If it deals at least double its printed damage, draw a card. For the spreadsheet,
We kept the characters open. None of us rated on the characters specifically because we're looking more at their support overall of what the character brings. So we're gonna look at our support and come back to the character.
Yeah. It's hard to evaluate a character.
Yeah,
Like,
so we're
look
looking
at
to see what her support brings to the table and what her support and how inclusive she is to her own stuff.
Okay, that's how we're doing it this time around.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Moving along, then we got Malice in Mind, 3 difficulty 3, +2 high, 2 low 3, ranged and combo with the combo activating if it's after a mid attack. Enhance if this attack's damage is 6 or more, it gets +2 speed. Combo enhances attack gets +2 damage.
This attack gets big really quick. That's my opinion.
Oh, Lord,
Yeah.
all over the place on this
It's gonna, like, in a lot of characters they're gonna play this. They have their own damage pump put into it. This can get really fast, really big, and this can hit pretty hard for a 3 difficulty attack.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like where this can go in certain things. This could definitely get very big easily, especially in a Goro Fire build where you start off with Tenchi Gaishi, then follow right into it because that's a mid attack, and then you can force the damage on Tenchi Gaishi, respond with Tenchi Gaishi, enhance with Tenchi Gaishi, respond with Goro, play Malice in Mind, and this sucker just gets huge. And this is one possible combination.
Yeah, there's a lot of solid, like, Evil. You can play Evil with Gemini Man. This card gets really fast. Like just use Gemini Man E. You get its damage pump on. Good luck.
Yeah. There's also Mega Man.
Yeah.
Just you can very easily pump it really quickly. Like, you could give it a third combo piece, and it's another low diff move to pick up with Fulfilled in Battle. I like this card. It's one of my favorites of, like, her low end stuff. It's a pretty solid card.
Yeah.
Yep.
I believe we all rated it 6s, so it's slightly above average with the potential of getting better. Plus, the artwork on this one's pretty good. The BB Hood's artwork is really weird. Like, they went all over the place on her artwork.
They used two different. They used the Udon and they used Velvet Engine on this one.
Okay.
So there's two of the very animated arts we'll look at, and those are from Udon's. They did a side comic with her between her and Jay Talbane.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Little Red Riding Hood ripoff.
Yep.
That's right. All right, moving on. Shyness and Strike. 4 difficulty 3, +3 mid block, 3 mid for 30. Stun 2 and Weapon. Enhance, commit 1 foundation. This attack gets +2 damage. If it's 6 or more, if it deals 6 or more damage, your next attack this turn gets stunned 2. I really like it. The damage is pretty minute, although we do still have access to Clark's stuff. So Orders from Hydron makes this a big attack. 3 mid for 5. The fact that it's a stun 2 and weapon is also really good. You could possibly play this in an Order Donovan deck. Follow this up after, what's it called? Blizzard Sword, and I believe it gets an additional stun rating.
Yeah.
So that alone is really good. This could also just be the utility card.
Yeah. This is very, very solid, actually. Like it's a very mid. It's not going to be played in everything that you want to put on those symbols. It's not an auto put in, but you could definitely build a deck where this card could be in it. And there's like I put it through the ride-in check, and it's like this card's pretty good at ride-in. Let me tell you.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Card's okay. I don't like it, but I haven't looked at stun cards in a while. If you're building a dedicated stun deck, this card could be good.
It's really good in whatever Benimaru. What is it? Benimaru, man, loves this.
We'll make him good someday.
He's almost there. He's almost got enough stun fire.
Yeah, he has. Actually, I think he does have enough stun fire nowadays.
Yeah, he wasn't good when we had Chasm Buster.
The problem with Benimaru is his big attack is just nonsensical in him.
Yeah.
His big attack's amazing.
He needs a new finishing blow, is the problem with Benimaru.
Yeah.
That attack's amazing.
He doesn't have problem stunning, he has problem finishing.
I'll agree with that. But
it's a 5 mid for 8. Card's insane.
It's a 5 mid for 8 though.
It's 5 mid for 8, but
I don't know if a 7 difficulty 5 mid for 8 is.
With your character, you auto pass it.
Well, that's true. Still.
I'll put it this way. No one's built this deck other than me. No one.
Okay.
Alright.
It's pretty bad. But that card's insane in him.
Alright.
Next card, though.
Stumble and Blade. 3 difficulty, 3 plus 2 low, 3 high for 2, slam and weapon. Enhance this attack, gets plus 1 damage. If it deals 4 or more damage, your opponent loses 1 vitality. This is just not that great in all honesty. We looked at a better low-end costing attack with Malice in Mind. Yeah, it pumps his damage to make it a 3 mid for 30, and then BB Hood makes it 4. I mean, they'll lose vitality, and you'll get to draw a card off of this, but
I like this card. I actually think it's solid. You have to understand, I looked at it as what it can bring to certain decks or what it can help in creating decks. This card's really good in the slam deck. Like, if you want to try to play like the slam deck with Talbane stuff.
Oh, okay. I didn't think of that.
You don't have a lot of low blocks off the slam stuff, and that's where this card. It's a low difficulty attack. It's a slam, and it's also a low block. Like, it kind of falls into that range to help the deck. Like, that's where I brought it in. Like, it's still not great, but I definitely think it's playable still.
No, it's playable. Okay, I wasn't thinking that.
You can also play it in Evil Slams. I think it would be really good. Like
Evil Slams?
Gemini Beam?
Yeah. But yeah, it's just another Evil Slam into the beams.
Well, you'll definitely get the damage bump easier in Gemini Man, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Alright. So, not as bad as I originally thought. Still not my favorite card, but it does have its uses. Moving along. Beautiful Memory. God, the artwork is horrid in this. This seriously makes her look like a dude. It's like looking at B. Janae, except not B. Janae. Who's the... not Guilty Gear. What's the other one?
SNK?
Blaze Blue?
Blaze Blue, where the nun that looks like a little girl is actually a dude. This is actually the opposite of the scenario.
The one thing you don't really see on there, that you see when it's foil, her tears that are falling down are foiled. So that actually kind of makes it look kind of cool.
That's neat. Her face still makes her look like a dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just opened a copy in my box for my birthday.
So this aside, it's 5 difficulty, 3 check, no block, 5 mid for 5, weapon combo. To activate the combo, you have to have a mid and low attack before it. Enhance, if this attack's damage is 10 or more, commit 1 card in your opponent's staging area. Combo enhance, choose 1 attack in your card pool that has dealt at least double its printed damage. This attack gets plus X damage. X equals double that attack's printed damage.
You have to do a lot to get that combo,
Yeah.
and
It
with
feels
a
like
especially with a no block, this card feels very meh.
it feels like you have to do a bunch of hoops that are even harder to do than back then. What was and then Nightbreaker? Like it's a bunch of hoops like that
No,
card.
Nightbreaker was easier. If we're going to compare this
Yeah.
thing, we're
No,
comparing.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was a lot easier. It had a block.
Yeah.
If we're going to go with cards that are convoluted to get the combo off, we are always going to be looking to the Kazuya action.
Okay. Like, there's not much really to talk about this card.
No.
Like, it's one of those ultra rares that you can build a deck to make it work, and when it works, it's phenomenal. But I feel like there's better ultra rares in the set.
Mm-hmm.
Smile and Missile. 4 difficulty, 2 check, plus 2 high, 4 high, 4. Breaker 2 in range. Enhanced, discard 1 momentum. If this attack's damage is 8 or more, destroy one of your opponent's foundations with an ability that grants a damage or speed bonus on it. Enhanced, discard a card of this attack gets plus 3 damage.
Okay. I like this card. I really wish it didn't have that too, but it kind of needs it with all the things it does.
Yeah. Breaker 2, very easy to get that damage pump off, even not in BB Hood. It's easy to get the top enhance off.
Like, I might consider running this card if there's not any other 2 checks I want to be running with it, but there's a lot.
I mean, it is high block breaker.
Yeah.
That's
like it's a very solid move.
Yes.
If you're trying to play the game on a budget, this is a very good card. That's what I'll say about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because this can hurt people, and it does do a lot of work.
Yeah.
Budget order Mega Man. There we go. I'm going to suggest this to Sean. We're going to make budget decks.
All right, next card. Apple for you. 2 difficulty, 3 plus 1 mid. 2 mid for 1. Enhanced. This attack gets plus 1 damage for each of your opponent's foundations with an ability to grant a damage or speed bonus on it. So this little gem right here gets super big depending on what tech you're playing, but still really good.
Yeah. I mean, it depends on a lot of your opponent's cards.
Yeah.
But a lot of random cards, especially spams nowadays, are speed and damage bonus cards. So they get there.
Like, I did the math on decks that are played a bunch of, and what cards are played in each deck and whatnot, and decided that this card was really, really good when I started doing the math. But then they banned like 2 of the 7 highest played cards on that list of damage and speed pumps, Master of Magnetism and Morning.
Yeah.
So now I don't know.
It could be good still. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm looking at my decks I built, like any of the decks I've been coming up with, and it's always like...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a 2. It's a 2 difficulty move with a +1 mid block, so it's still going to be good.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a difference of, is this going to be a 3 to 4 damage move, or it's going to be a 5 to 7 move?
Yeah.
Yeah. Overall, good card. Just kind of depends on the deck you're facing.
Yep. Good block, too.
Sentimental Typhoon. 5 difficulty, 3 check, no block, 2 mid for 4, stun 2 and throw.
Quintessential uncommon throw. Like, it's
haven't had a stun 2 throw in a while.
Yeah. It's... I kind of don't know where it falls. I don't want to play it. And the decks I do want to play it in, I think there's better throws I would play.
Yeah. If it had a block,
if it had even a +3 block, I would play it. I would definitely play it.
Yeah. +3 high on this would have been amazing. And then but then I don't think it would have stun.
Yeah, then it would have stun too.
True.
All right. Jealousy and Fake. And guys, keep in mind, the file that we looked at is the same as last time. It is updated with the extra cards in there. However, I am not going to go through and renumber every single card again, just to fit the ultra rares that were revealed finally. So they'll be in here. We'll just get to them naturally. So we got Jealousy and Fate, 2 difficulty 5, +1 high, breaker 1, response from the card pool. After you block with this card, if the blocked attack's damage is at least double its printed damage, your opponent loses 2 vitality and that attack deals no damage. Enhance, commit 1 foundation, shuffle this card into your deck and draw 1 card.
I would put if I was playing one of those symbols, I'd probably have 2 of that card in my sideboard.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if I can main. Like, the problem is with More Than the Lost Gone, I don't know if I play this. I wouldn't play this card main deck, but
Well, the other issue is you don't need this in Evil because you already have Odophilia.
yeah,
Phobia.
yeah, you have a Phobia, but like this is an omni block to big moves.
Yeah.
If they're playing like a damage pump deck and there's like a bunch of like if they're playing damage pump with anything, you're just like okay, like this crushes Nevos. Yeah, they're just like let that pump. I'm like okay, block, no damage, breaker 1, lose 2.
I mean, it's a mid. Nevos is a mid, anyways.
Yeah, but it.
The big thing that I think this is really good against, multiples, off-zone multiples.
Oh.
That's why this card, like, this is a pretty solid card against like that 7 to 8 damage Murakuma multiple against Snake Man. It's like block, no damage, take 2.
Yeah.
Spoilers. I've been figuring out how to beat my own decks.
Well, since we're probably other people are going to be playing your own decks.
Yeah. I don't know. Garrett keeps on campaigning that Snake Man is bad and no one should play him. I get the feeling that he's going to play Snake Man at Worlds.
Somebody figures the snake.
Nobody's playing your version, too. Every time I see a new list for it, it's never the Murakumo thing. It's always like, I'm just playing conservative Snake Man. I'm like, no, that's not how you play Snake Man, sir.
You play that cloud, dude. You play that cloudy card.
You play it's like your Jeffrey Giggles con.
Yep.
Snake Man.
Exactly.
All right, moving on. Homemade explosives, 2 difficulty 5, +2 mid. Static ability. After this, asset is destroyed during an enhanced step. Draw 1 card, and that attack gets +2 or -2 damage. Enhanced, destroy this card. Destroy one of your opponent's assets. For a common, this is really, really good and absolutely necessary in the meta.
Who cares about it? No, I'm pretty sure that this card is Necrodriver 2.0, and it went too far. Like, we needed asset destruction, but this
card's non-unique. You could stack a pile. Like, I want to try this in a couple of decks I want to stack a pile of my card pool and just be like, okay, like, boom, 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 like, just start blowing it up and just make giant moves out of it.
If you do, your deck has to be called Wile E. Coyote.
Exactly.
Like, it's completely free because it replaces itself.
Yep.
It could be DR or damage pump whenever you need it. And it destroys it's asset destruction. Like,
yeah.
Like,
I really want to try this in Bishiman.
Yeah, like this card is good for the. Oh, I didn't think about that. What symbols does he share with it?
Order.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, order asset. Thoughts? Okay,
Yeah.
I have an idea now.
We can do this.
Yep.
I can go do this after Terminator.
All right. But yeah, we all like this card. We all enjoyed it.
It's the absolute best card in the set, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Well, that's his improved design.
That's.
Well,
I don't know.
I forgot about.
There's 2 other cards I have to question too. I gave 10. I threw my 10s around a little bit this time around, but
I kind of forgot about Felicia's support and Raptor support. Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Moving on. Errands for Grandma. I actually was going to use this last night in Goro and then realized this is a horrible idea. 155, +3 mid block. Response, turn this face down before the block step of your opponent's non-powerful attack. Reduce its damage to X. X equals your maximum vitality divided by 3.
If you're playing a low vitality character, this could save you.
You're playing a high vitality character like
You don't
Lyle.
touch this card.
This is just a blank foundation that can block.
Yep. It's not
I was
great.
reading it as reduces damage by X. Then I sat there as I was saying, I was like, crap, this says 2X.
If you're a 20 vitality character, you can use this to reduce attack to 7, and then or 6, sorry, because it rounds down. And then use Walagoro to bring it to 3, and then use like Key Aura to reduce it down to 1, and then pick up a Slam.
That's an awful lot of work, though.
Yeah, so
it's a numbers game.
You also have like key techniques and what's that other card? 8,000 Degrees is other DR in the deck.
Yeah.
And always watching.
Yep. So you could do a fire DR deck.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I'm not gonna say how good it is, but
alrighty. We like it.
Yeah.
okay.
S-Class Hunter, 3
I like this.
5 check, +4 low. Response after your opponent plays an ability on one of their committed foundations, they lose 2 vitality. Response commit after your opponent's ready phase, commit one of their foundations with an ability that grants a speed or damage bonus.
Yep. It's Ring Veteran, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not paying vitality, not paying your vitality costs like you were with Directing an Empire. So you're only committing certain cards, but those are the cards that your opponent's gonna try to win the game with. So yeah. And then the response is best way to explain this response. If the card says as an ability it says playable while committed, and they use it while they're committed, you use this response.
Yes.
That's how it works.
All those Takuma decks are gonna get just bled to death.
Like this card will actually be a thing at Gen Con with Kitty Meow Meow.
Yeah.
Where you're locking down their damage pump, and then you're going to kill them, and it's just like you have like 3 of these in play. It's like, you really want to lose 6 to block this move at 0 speed? Like, I'm actually afraid to be playing Matters of Heads and Tails at Gen Con.
Just depends on what people are playing. If people think it's viable, yeah, this card will get in there.
Also, after Gen Con, Roy's our boy. Roy's our boy.
I don't know. Jeremy Ray seems to be our boy.
Yeah.
We'll get to that eventually.
All right, moving on.
Yep.
Malicious Heart. 2 difficulty, 4 check, no block, enhanced commit. If this face-up attacks damage at least double its printed damage, draw 1 card. Response flip. After your opponent plays an ability that gains vitality, cancel it. So this I would honestly only play it as a 2 of, or sideboard this against certain decks, because Dimitri is out there now, but he's not always going to be out in the field, so...
But Templars.
Yeah.
Templars are.
I want to say one thing this card that says that maybe nobody realizes. This is any attack.
Yeah.
Like, I would play 3 of this card. Like, if you were playing like a control deck, like we were playing for mid game, I'd play 3 of this card because I could be like on my opponent's turn just ripping cards.
So if you were playing Jack Lamborn?
If you play Jack Lamborn, I would play this card in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah.
It's drawing Jack.
Yeah. That's terrifying.
Yeah.
I've been doing the math with like this and Jack's response and the new throws when I'm like, so I'm a 10-card hand size. Got it.
Yep. Why not?
Okay.
All right.
Basic training. 1 difficulty 5, +1 mid, enhanced commit, your attack gets +1 damage.
Cool.
I actually really do like this card. It's great spam, great block, and you would be surprised how often 1 point of damage makes or breaks something.
Carefree's cousin.
No.
The cute cousin.
No, this does a little bit more than Carefree.
That's why it's the cute cousin.
I think this card's fine. Like, I think It's carefree with an ability, but it's carefree on the symbols. I think really needed it.
Yeah.
Needed better spams. Like Fire needed another good spam. Because Fire's like all the Fire decks right now are like you want to run as many spams as possible to build very aggressive, so you can just start killing people.
Yeah, so you could build 6 turn 1 and then Leona Blade them 3 times turn 2.
Exactly. That's the answer.
It's the Alex Marco plan, right?
Yep.
Alrighty. They're all mine.
You can have them.
Yeah, I know. I'm not a fan of this artwork either. Except for Baby Hood. I like the Baby Hood artwork. Anyways, it's 4 difficulty 4, plus 3 low block. Enhance, remove. If this attack's damages at least half your maximum vitality, it gets -5 damage and -5 speed. And then Fire Form. Your next fire attack this turn gets plus X damage. X equals its printed damage to a maximum of 5.
Just get normal flavors.
God, no.
I'm gonna see what they got. Yeah. I mean, they always have pepper.
I don't. I'm kind of in the middle on this card.
Well, maybe it's-
It's good in Marius Gaius.
Yeah, it's really good in Mario's guys. We'll get to that
I guess
eventually.
The form is good in John Talbane.
Yeah.
Is that makes your attack just monstrously huge.
I want to play a giant. I do want to play make a giant first move deck with John Talbane.
I mean,
would love to make that.
form with this and then climb.
Sounds like. I'm sorry, I keep on thinking you're saying Marius Gaius there. That's all I can see with this card.
You're
Well.
confusing Gallon with Gaius. It's a common mistake. I mean, here's how I look at this. The fire form made of John Talbane makes your first climb laser. You play it at a 6. It's going to be 3 mid for 11, stun 2.
Yeah.
I'm stretching it.
And then you have 5 for 13 after his enhance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're better to just play Talbane's action itself.
Yeah. Personally,
Why not play both?
Personally, I like playing Climb Laser and Ringman.
Oh.
I've yet to actually look at the 2 cards next to each other, Talbane stuff and Ringman stuff.
So here's
Once I
how
look at them next, I understand the cards. It's just a matter of actually pulling them out of the binder and shuffling stuff up.
I mean, I really like going Beast Cannon because it says your next slam attack, then you Climb Laser dirt cheap, make it huge, then you continue on with your next slam attack.
That's not that bad, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you're not getting a huge first Beast Cannon, but that Climb Laser, you're forcing the block to Climb Laser, or they're eating a good chunk of damage.
So, can I start Talbane and stack Ringman?
Yes.
Oh God.
We will just say it's the puppy armored.
Well, I want to play that format.
I
Use
would-
any character.
I would love a tag format like that, where it's like you choose 2 characters, you get the lower of both hand size and health, but you get all the abilities, and just play that play. You're like, first move's big, second move's big, you're dead.
Sure, let me fuse Jetta with Skullman and just make Blood and Bone.
Yep.
All right, moving on, because this has just gone horribly tangent. Obviously, we're not thrilled with this card at all.
Okay.
By any means possible. 2 difficulty 4, plus 3 high. First enhanced commit, this deck gets plus 2 damage, plus 2 speed. It may not receive any speed or damage bonuses for the rest of this enhanced step.
I opened this as my 1 prize pack for the draft because it did so poorly. I cried because this is like the worst rare in the set. Like,
I can't argue that this card is it's.
Nope.
Like, I don't know what you would play this in. I really don't.
Evil Ringman for the first attack.
I could see it as like if I wanted a random I could play this on the kill attack of my opponent when they're trying to make a move gigantic to stop me from winning. Like, it's just too much. It's not good.
They're just gonna tap it with S-Class Hunter. It's an S-Class Hunter target. Yeah, that's what it is.
There we go.
This card's awful.
So this card's meh. Moving on.
Are we
A
on?
big job. 2
Oh,
difficulty 5, no block. Enhanced commit. Your next check to play an evil attack gets +2. Your turn. Discard a momentum. If your face-up attacks damage is at least double its printed damage, it gets stunned too.
This is okay. Like
Yeah,
it's
I would put this in like Iori, the K-Dash that's still legal. Also,
block.
fun evil decks.
it has
Nope.
it is a 2/5 no block. That's about it. That's its save.
Benny Maru.
Oh,
More stun.
or stun. We can get there. He has that 2 damage punch that can get real out of stun on that.
This is how you get around all wall. Just stun everything.
Yep.
Yep. Okay.
All right.
First class materials. 2 difficulty 5 +3 high. Response commit before your opponent's attack would receive a speed or damage bonus. That bonus gets -2 to a minimum of 0. Not bad.
It's like bad speed reduction / DR.
This is
You have to wait for your opponent to do something.
yeah, but this is
And all it
better
stops
than-
is the bonus. It doesn't actually like. I don't like it. It's reactive. I don't like reactive reduction. It's never been not sometimes it's just not good. Yeah.
Okay. So we're back to BB Hood. What are our thoughts on her overall in a vacuum?
She works good with her attacks pretty well.
Her foundations make no sense to me mostly. Like where they
Um,
what they do to help her are like Like outside of S class. S class is her best foundation.
She has a bunch of really good, like she has a couple really good cards on its own, like S class explosives and whatnot. Her attacks all work really well with her, and I forget who pointed this out to me earlier. I think it was Brett. She can be really silly with all these low damage moves and robot masters.
Yeah. I put that. I kind of have it sitting on UFS Ultra. I'm like, how many attacks does she just get into at the master range? And I'm like, she gets a lot of attacks in the master range.
Overall, she's okay.
Yeah,
She's a 718. She's a glass cannon.
yeah. She's like, I would put her probably overall. I put her even with herself. I put her like a 6.
That
Right.
that card draw with improved design. That's another thing.
Yeah.
I put her at a 5, maybe. Yeah, maybe 5.5.
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
just
yeah,
not
I-
using glass cannons anymore.
I kind of agree with the conversation I had with Kevin. It's hard to evaluate characters until you actually play them. That's why I initially left them blank. I mean, Felicia, I've been playing with. I can talk about her.
We will.
Spoilers. She's ridiculous.
All right. Moving on.
Bichimon.
Yes, lots of clicking.
So you want me to read this one, or you want me to read the last two?
It's up to you.
I'll go with the last two because those two are actually built next to me.
That's why I like you. You know I want to read my favorite character.
Okay.
And because I have more experience with Japanese naming.
Oh yeah, God, I butcher all the names.
So we're looking at Bishamon. He's 6 hand size, 30 health. He's all order and void, meaning he shares symbols with Mega Man people. Take note of that.
Yep.
Static ability of 1 committing cards to pass a check. You may commit 1 asset as if it were a foundation. First enhanced, name X to a minimum of 1 keyword abilities. If your weapon attack has those abilities, it loses them and gets +X +1 damage.
Shrugs.
Let's
Let's
go to
take
the
a look.
stuff. Yeah.
Let's look at its stuff. That's right.
Yeah.
I think he's actually better than I gave him credit for, but let's go to his stuff.
He's still very vacuum heavy, but he's decent. I really wish we went back to the day-old age of Milmon, but you know. So we got Moroku Fuji. Or Mukuru Fuji, excuse me. This is going to be one of those days. 4 difficulty 3, no block, 4 high for 3. It's ranged. Static ability of this attack may not be blocked by cards with keyword abilities on them. Enhance, if this attack deals damage for the rest of this turn, whenever you play a non-safe attack, that attack gets safe.
This is a meta-dependent card.
Yeah.
If people are going to start playing a lot of things with keywords, this card can get there.
Like there's always, like you're always gonna have a few keyword ability cards in your deck, I think.
I like the idea though of like this can be the, if this card hits, once this card hits, it's like everything has safe and you can just wail on your opponent with no reversal counterattack.
Yeah.
Because people are really starting to play like 2-3 reversals like in their deck just to be counteractive or be responsive in their opponent's turn.
I'm pretty sure this card was designed when Vespera was at her prime. I wouldn't be surprised.
We do have Jeddah.
We have Jeddah, we have Skull Barrier, Navose. There's a lot of reversals out there right now that are still
really good. So, I mean, this attack overall to me is still kind of meh. Yeah, it makes everything safe like everybody says, but I'm honestly not impressed too much by this.
It's that static.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which also hoses Mega Man so hard. You cannot respond with Mega Man's response against this card to give you a block breaker.
Yep.
Moving along. Suji Hayate 2 dot. 4 difficulty 3, +2 low, 4 mid 4. Desperation 3, weapon and combo and order attack. That's an interesting new one. Combo enhance. If this attack deals damage, commit one of your opponent's foundations or assets. That card does not ready during their next ready step.
Roy's our boy. Roy's our boy. I have all these interesting cards put in Roy when I build him.
Yeah, this really is a really good card for keeping problematic foundations down longer.
I like that it commits and lock. I like that this like commits and locks it. It's not just it locks it. Like this is a commit and lock. I like that.
Yeah, this goes also really good in Order Pharaoh Man.
Yeah.
Any one of Pharaoh Man's attacks that they've committed, you get with Pyramid Explorer, and then this goes and gets something else and keeps it down.
Yep.
This can lock assets.
Yeah.
I did not read that before.
Yeah, the fact that it gets assets is really, really big too, because this stops like homemade explosives from being played.
It stops the response on Lion Stance.
Yeah.
Like a lot of people sit on that card as the defensive play of like, oh, well, I have Lion Stance out. I'm living.
Not to mention this has a +2 below block on it. So I mean, this card for what it is really, really good.
Yeah. I have to actually reevaluate one of my deck ideas for this.
Because you forgot it tapped assets?
Yeah.
Okay.
There are a couple of the cards I just didn't bother reading because I just started sleeving cards. And from deck ideas from like 2 months ago. So.
Well, I give my choice tonight of making Jeddah, Tornado Kick 95, Dimitri, or Bishamon. So I got to make a choice tonight. It's gonna be Jeddah.
It's a thing.
Surane Giri. 6 difficulty, 2 check, +2 high, 5 high for 7. Breaker 2, safe, weapon, and combo. You need an all-ranged, avoid weapon, and an order asset. We went through this a while ago, guys. Do we really need to go through this again?
I'm just gonna say this card's currently sold out on Rockstar CCG, and it's sold out on the other two sites.
Rightfully
So some
so.
people
Yeah.
believe this is a thing.
You're
Yeah.
never, as we discussed long ago when we spoiled Bishamon, your goal in this is not to make this the multiple 2. Your goal is to give your next attack multiple 2.
Yeah.
I still disagree, and I think as long as napkin's still legal, you can do both very easily.
Which is Worlds, Matt.
Yes.
Do this at
Actually-
Worlds or fail.
Okay.
All right.
Challenge accepted.
All right.
All right.
Now I need to find Giggles' fourth napkin. We can't find it.
I have a set sitting around.
Yeah.
That's okay. I can't find my 2 Wall of Grows. I'm missing 2.
But yeah, this card's probably the best card in the set. There's like 2 or 3 other cards. The best ultra rare.
I think
Pretty
that's
close.
debatable, but yeah.
It's close. I don't think it's my best ultra rare.
No, it's not mine.
I
Yeah,
have
everybody knows
one
I
that I
pick mine,
personally like more. I have exactly one that I personally like more, and that's because I've gotten to play with it over the past couple days.
All right.
Yeah.
Moving right along. Kienzan. 3 difficulty 3, +1 high, 3 low 3. Weapon, combo, void attack, enhance, combo enhance, the stat gets powerful 2.
It's really good in Mega Man.
Yeah.
So I feel like this is like one of my favorite cards to add into the Void Mega Man deck, or just
It's
any Void fulfilled in battle deck.
I want to play like this is the Void Mega Man deck seems to have gotten a lot of like 4, like it gets the 4 keywords really easily.
Yeah.
Did you look at Saranagiria, by the way, a moment ago? Think about that card in Mega Man. Oh, here's my 12 damage move. Good luck.
And then here's my other 2, and then here's my 5 low for 5 multiples.
You'd almost think that Mega Man fought Yamato Man before this came out at this point.
True.
Make Yamato Man a thing, Jazzco.
No.
Maybe.
All right, next up, Karame Dama. 5 difficulty 3, +2 mid, 2 mid for 5, breaker 1, range, safe, and weapon. Again, really easy for Mega Man to get stuff done. Enhance of this attack is blocked, draw 1 card for each of your assets.
This
So if they
this card
block
gets
this...
threatened a lot.
What?
I think this card like in Bishamon or even like there's some decks that you can play like you want to go deep in the asset plan nowadays. This card is if you block my attack, I draw 3 cards.
Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't block this card. Like I would play this. I want to play this like in an asset crazy Mega Man deck, and just be like +5 damage, 2 mid for 10, block it or I draw 3.
Yeah. Only there was a way that you could make it so they can't half block it. I don't know.
Let it go, man.
Good
That
card.
time has passed.
No, Master Magnetism doesn't quite do that. I'm just thinking, I want another way. Oh, hey, you can make it a high with Champion of Muay Thai. There we go.
Yep.
Couldn't you also play the Blue Bomber and just change its zone to any other zone?
What?
Nah.
Who? What card?
The Blue Bomber out of the Mega Man tin?
No, you're talking about not Blue Bomber. What's the chat that changes the attack zone of Mega Man's?
I don't know.
There's a foundation that does it. It's
Okay.
a 3/4. The 3/4
Oh,
2.
I understand what you're talking about. The Agile Warrior, right.
Yeah.
That's
Agile
what it is.
Warrior. Blue Bomber's
Sorry.
he has 2 3 difficulty foundations in that thing, and that's the other one.
I completely forgot about that since the last deck I put that in was in the Turbo Champion deck.
Yeah.
All right. Moving right along. Igiri. 4 difficulty, 3 check, no block. 5 low 5. Flat out weapon.
I'm pretty sure.
Order right.
I'm pretty sure it says in parentheses. I think it says multiple 2 sometimes.
Really? I keep seeing throw printed on it.
I'm really sad. I've opened 3 boxes so far, including a box with no ultra rares, and I opened 0 of this card. Because this is one of the 2 rares in the set I want a set of.
Yep. I can probably help you with that. There's one right here.
Good.
I got a box with literally, it had every single good rare in it, except for Rolling Uppercut and a Dark Side Master. I got that too.
I got 6 Rolling Uppercuts, sir. I think I'm good. So if you need some, we'll talk.
Okay.
All right. So it's a good card.
Yeah.
Yes.
I like it. It's got that good old riding power creep.
Oh yeah.
All right. Tamayose. 1 difficulty 5 +2 mid. Combo has to be a all ranged attack. Form removed from the game. If you have 2 or more assets, add the top 2 cards of your deck to your staging area face down. Combo enhanced. Your next weapon attack this turn gets -2 difficulty and +2 damage. Draw 1 card and discard this card from your card pool.
This card, I gotta play it. I have to play it before I could really say if this card's good or not. But I like it. I like it on paper.
I've actually thought about the Saranagiri deck a bit more. Yeah, no. I think I'm putting this card in that deck, and I think I'm pulling off that combo every single game.
You just set up into it.
Yeah.
You go to the combo point, and then you're just like, all right, play this.
Mm-hmm.
Play another one. Combo, kill you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the card, and I like it. I like its. You just have to, for the F, have any of the symbols on that card. Like you could be playing a water deck, like you could be playing Elizabeth, and just be like, have 2 water assets and have some assets in play, and be like, boop, all right, get 2 foundations, remove this.
Yeah. You could off-symbol this card if you have the requirements for the F. Like the F is really good because it removes itself.
Yeah.
Like you can kill. Like the best part is you could have those turns where, if like you go build 2 assets, 2 foundations, go, and then your next turn you go draw 2 of these, and you're like, play 2 of these. All right, now I have 6 foundations in play. Do something on turn 2. It can make it. This card can make false sense of security happen.
Mm-hmm.
They think they're safe, and they build 5, and you're like, okay.
It's a Tekken Forces out of nowhere.
Yeah, that's why I like it.
Mm-hmm.
I like Tekken Force.
All right, moving on.
Yep.
Kian, 2 difficulty 6 +2 high. Breaker 1 unique weapon. Response after you play a weapon attack, it gets stun 1. Playable while committed.
Love this card.
Oh yeah.
This card's not like absurdly good, but it's just very solid.
Yeah.
I'll play it.
Threat. It's a threat card. That's what it really is. Like, it's. I want. Know what really scared me? Want to do this with this card? I want to play this card, and I want to play Golden Ticket, and just be like, every one of my attacks hits, you commit something. Every attack stuns something.
Yeah.
I want to play this in Lilith with Shining Blade.
Thank you.
I also another thing to use this with is with Magnet Man.
Oh,
every
yeah.
attack gets stun, and then you also use Golden Ticket. So it's like every single attack that you block, you commit something. Every attack that deals damage, you commit something.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Let the silliness commence. And it's got Breaker to top it all off.
Yep.
Exactly.
All right, moving along, because more than likely you're going to play 4 of this in a deck. Because you're going to be blowing crap up with stuff.
3.
3.
3? Okay, I can see 3.
Yeah. And now, Shinobi Tradition. Shinobi Tradition.
3 difficulty, 6 +2 mid, unique. Static ability of after you play a weapon attack, ready this asset.
Weapon card.
Huh? Weapon card?
Weapon card. Yeah.
I don't know why I
Big
said
difference.
Response command after an unblocked attack deals damage. Your opponent's cards get +1 difficulty and +1 to their block modifiers for the rest of this turn. So what I really like about this card is you can do this on your opponent's attacks.
Yeah, I really like about this card. It's Shinobi Tradition when you're playing Bishamon. That alone might be the reason to play Bishamon.
Yeah.
Is the fact that you essentially have Shinobi Tradition when you're going off, and then on your opponent's turn, you just make their stuff progressively harder.
You just play as much reduction as you just play as many try to blocks as possible, and you just get there.
Yeah. Imagine. Oh no, that's not a weapon. Never mind.
No, but you can block with this card, and since it's for this turn, it's a floating ability, so you can stack the difficulty on him.
Yep.
All right, moving right along. Oni QB Henry.
The Master Hand.
Hey, look, it's a Wallmaster. Someone got the Legend of Zelda joke. 5 difficulty, 3 check, no block, 2 mid for 6, safe and throw. Enhance. The next time one of your attacks with no keyword abilities deals damage this turn, your opponent adds 1 card from their hand to their card pool face down.
I'm pretty sure I'm playing this in Jeremy Ray and nowhere else.
I'm playing this in Joe.
Just because it's a throw.
Yep. I'm gonna add a bunch of damage to it, and then pick it up, and then build, and then play it again next turn, and then pick it up, and then build. And I'm just gonna do this every turn until you're dead.
And then eventually it also has some other capabilities too, but
yeah. But did I mention I like Jeremy Ray?
We'll talk about him later.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later.
Thank you for your card, Jeremy.
Moving right along. Smell the blood.
But I can't smell.
3 difficulty, 5 plus 3 low. It's unique. Form commit. If your opponent is at desperation, draw a card. Enhance, remove. If your attack with no keyword abilities deals damage, your opponent adds 1 random card from their hand to their card pool face down.
I can't wait to play this card with Raiden on my kill turns. I just want to go play 5 low for 5, pop 3 of these, and then make it a throw.
You can't pop 3 of them. It's unique.
Oh, sorry. Pop this card. There was another thing. There's another card that interacts with the on hits. But the only way I was gonna get it to work. I have it written down.
I like
this card.
I like that it's a card draw every single turn that rewards you for being aggressive.
Yeah.
Once you start beating their face in, you can start drawing extra cards to beat them down even harder, or to keep yourself alive until you're ready to kill them. So that I could see this as a solid one of for that alone. As long as your deck actually plans to kill your opponent in a reasonable amount of time.
I like that you can play both this card and Silent Assassin in the same deck most commonly.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Let's move on. We like this card. The Greatest Joy. I love the artwork on this. 3 difficulty, 5. No block. First form, remove. Discard 1 momentum. Name a keyword ability. Your opponent names a keyword ability. Named keyword abilities cannot be played till the start of your next turn. This absolutely wrecks some people.
It's also going to wreck you right back.
This is true.
If you're playing the no abilities clan and you're with Bishamon, if you're going to play Bishamon as hard Bishamon, this is cool. But this card's not really good in a lot of other people.
Yeah.
But I will play this card and I will name if my opponent's playing reversals, I'm gonna name reversals and just be like, okay, I can get through this turn.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a make your own safe. It stops multiple decks that are kind of a lot of people are starting to play that multiple kill turn. Without the multiple, sometimes they can't kill you.
Mhm.
Like you just turn off, like you obviously are making a hard trade, but you're accepting that trade too.
Like, it's a silence-esque type card, which it has a better check, but it doesn't have a block. I don't know.
Because it has better check,
Yeah, it has +1 check. Silence is a 4.
but it was a +4 low block.
Yeah, it had a block. I've blocked with silence. That's what I'm saying. It's like that's what I don't like. It doesn't have a block. Like I've blocked with relinquishing the championship for winning me the game before. +4s are chump change. Try blocking with like a +5. That's when it gets hard.
I did.
Hmm.
It was awful, but I did it. Okay, but no, this card isn't bad. Maybe I'll sideboard this. Because like I said, I don't really plan on building hardline Bishamon, but I can definitely see where this could come in handy on some things.
All right. I believe we are on to Dimitri, or is there one more? Oh, I have 2 more
Ton
cards.
cards, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got 3 more. I
Without
forget about these cards.
Without a master, 2 difficulty 5, no block, static ability, while committing cards to pass a check. If you have 2 more assets, committing this foundation counts as committing 2 foundations. Response, flip. After one of your foundations destroyed by your opponent's effects, add it to your hand. This is actually a really good card because Bishamon, and actually in a lot of decks now, since we're heading towards that multiple asset stuff, you're going to be able to use this to pass stuff really easily.
Yeah.
The fact that this doesn't have a block really isn't a big issue in this one because this is a 2-for-1, essentially.
Yeah. It's a situational beginner's lock. I like that it's a card that protects your foundations.
Yeah, your asset. Yeah, if you have something, if your deck relies on an asset, this card's pretty good. I wish it said after your foundation was destroyed at all, so that way I could just keep on picking up handmade exclusives.
But make it a rare.
Abilities shouldn't be valued based upon rarity. Like that's a bad way to do design. I think stronger, more niche things should be an ultra rare. Like, but I think cards that are just statistically just good could be in any level of rarity. Hence why handmade explosives is a common.
Yeah.
If that card were a rare, it'd be an $8 rare.
Yeah.
If it were an ultra rare, it'd be 20, and that would be really bad.
But no, I really like this card. It's got good functionality for a lot of decks.
All right. Next.
Bloodlust. 1 difficulty 4 +3 mid. Enhance. If your attack has no keyword abilities, it gets -2 or +2 speed. Excuse me.
Next.
Yeah. This card's awful. This is why I thought we were done. He doesn't have many other good cards.
But the card art is so pretty. Ghostly Energies. 2 difficulty 5 +3 high. Enhance. Destroy. Draw a card. Respond, commit 1 foundation. After your attack with no keyword abilities, deal damage. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck and replace them in any order.
It's commit 1 asset.
It's commit 1 asset.
A little bit worse.
Yeah.
Not in Bishamon.
No, but
Yeah.
still, it's.
If I could play no strings attached, Sensei's Divining Top in any deck with these symbols, that would be amazing. That being said, this card is Sensei's Divining Top, and I might have to play it in a couple decks.
I might play it as a good on. It's a good card because it threatens on hit.
Mhm.
Like it's just another way. Like that's the one thing the game is kind of like lacking right now is threatening your poke attacks with on hit abilities that are not printed on the cards. This is one of those cards that can really threaten it because you're like, well, if I let this hit, they get to look at the top 3. They could set up a potential draw, a control shot. Like you could set up so much off the top 3 cards.
What it is I think there's a lot of those, but they're enhances, not responses.
Yeah.
So you could put in the effort and then lose it. lose the value on it. But so you want to have more responses in order to have something like that exist. But if you have too many of them, or if they're too good, then they're just insane.
Okay. Sorry, guys. We got to
That's
get through this.
Yep.
We're moving.
Demanding sacrifices. 2 difficulty 4, no block. Response with a check of 4 or greater. After you point attack, it loses all keyword abilities and gets +1 damage for each ability lost this way. Bishamon form, remove. Add 1 asset that you could normally play from your discard pile to your staging area committee.
This is a Bishamon card, and that's it.
Yep.
It's not great.
The problem is, if you're Bishamon, you're not using the R. If you're not Bishamon, you can't use the Bishamon ability. So I feel like it's a no-one's card. I don't like playing cards without getting all of its value, unless it's a really good card like Templar. Like, I don't mind not using Templar's other ability then.
Alrighty.
We got one more.
Body of Spirits. 2 difficulty 5, +3 mid. Stack ability, after you block a throw attack with this card, it deals no damage, and form once per turn, discard an asset, draw 1 card.
Well,
It's anti-throw.
they don't like Jack. This card also made it so I just literally couldn't win in the draft.
Yeah.
Because this was one of those cards that there was constantly doubles of in packs. So the tables were just flooded with them.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I had like 5 of these.
Yeah.
Bishamon.
He's a
Good
5.
with Hanya. Really good with Hanya.
He is about a 6 to me, but that's just
Like, his attacks
honestly out
are,
of your favoritism.
his attacks are really good in things beyond him. His foundations, though, are
Mhm.
Alright. So we'll drop that down.
down to our vampiric lord and savior.
Time to my characters.
Bounce and roll and 2 and roll.
Oh, not that card yet.
Oh no, we got vampires.
Okay. Swing away, good sir.
All right, Dimitri. He's a 6 hand size, 27 vitality, Earth Evil Life. I should click to see your screens. That way, it doesn't go off to other cards. First F, gain 2 vitality or flip one of your opponent's foundations. Enhance once per turn, 5+. Add 1 card from your discard pile to your card pool. It does not count towards progressive difficulty for the rest of this turn. Pretty strong abilities. We'll go back to him though in a little bit.
Yep.
Negative Stolen. 4 difficulty, 3 check, no block, 2 mid for 4, throw. While this card's your card pool, after any attack deals damage, gain 1 vitality. E, if this attack is not blocked, you may choose not to clear it from your card pool during the end phase. This card's really, really good, especially in Jack.
Get it. His is negative stolen and Morgan's is negative, or no, someone else's negative gain.
Yeah. Yeah, this card's really good. Like, if you can manage to actually put a couple of these in your card pool with someone who can pick up throws every turn, like Jack, you could just make it so it's just like, oh no, I took like 4 or 5 damage. All right.
3.
Yeah, gain a bunch. Like, if you have this plus Dimitri's ability going, you can just really just be like, all right, take 5. You hit me with a poke move and built. All right, I gained all the life back during my turn.
Yeah.
And if you put these into your card pool during your opponent's turn, oh my god, so good.
Yeah. I like his cards. His cards are very cool and they are very playable in a lot of things.
Yeah, I like the whole idea of static stuff while in your card pool.
Mm-hmm.
And now he plays with that very well. That I like a lot.
Yeah, and I like that I had to explain the drawback to the guys because they thought Dimitri was absolutely nuts. It's like, But it's throw and life gain. It's like, yeah, but you're not going to be able to block very much if you're planning on gaining life. It's like, what do you mean? It's like his stuff has to stay in the card pool for you to do anything. That means you're taking on spots that you need to block. That's his trade-off.
But you see, you use his enhance. Doesn't add to progressive.
Oh, I know. I understand.
All right. Next card.
Mhm.
Bat Dive. Better than Lunar Catapults.
Bullshit.
3 difficulty, 3 check, plus 3 high, 2 mid for 2, throw. E, discard a momentum. If you gain vitality this turn, flip one of your opponent's foundations. I'm going to defend my statement, as the Peanut Gallery has said that. The big difference is that card. This card has a block. Lunar Catapults does not.
Yep.
And the difference between 2 damage and 4 damage is pretty negligible.
This card has a relevant ability that's not just I'm gonna hit you in your face. This card is if you gained a vitality, if you went negative stolen this, you're gonna wreck some people's faces.
Yeah. Imagine doing this every single turn.
Yeah.
Yeah. These cards are really, really, really good with Jack. And they're pretty good with Dimitri. I haven't looked at other characters with them yet, but this is, I think, the strongest throws we're gonna get.
I want to play evil throws with one dot Iori. just giant throws and then his ultra rare attack. It's like boom, 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 and melt your face.
Moving on.
Yep. Dashing Demon Cradle. 4 difficulty, 3 check, plus 2 mid block, 3 low for 4. Slam, combo throw. While its cards in your card pool, your opponent must destroy 1 foundation as additional cost to play keyword abilities. Combo enhance. This attack gets plus 3 speed. If it deals damage, you may choose not to clear it from your card pool during the end phase. I like the combo. The static, I feel, is somewhat irrelevant because they could just destroy their tapped ones. Because if they're using abilities, most likely they're just killing you right there. Or if they're not going to kill you, they're going to ignore it.
Or this could be played in white, or you could be playing against Wily, and they'll just blow it up and then respond and get it back. So.
Yeah, it's okay. It's not great.
Yeah.
Next.
Yep, not too much with this card. Chaos Flare, not too much with this one either. Chaos Flare, 2 dot. 3 difficulty, 3 check, 3 high for 3, plus 1 mid block. Sorry, there's someone else can answer the phone. Ranged combo, high attack. E, if you've gained vitality this turn, this attack gets plus 1 damage. Combo E, if this attack deals damage, destroy one of your opponent's face-down foundations. If you're flipping a lot with Dimitri, you could just slowly destroy their field. But
True.
It just feels pretty filler to me.
Yep.
I'll take the original Chaos Flare back instead.
It was pretty good.
Yep. All right. Do you guys have anything to say about it?
This is a very mech card to me. I didn't really.
Yeah.
Like it.
Yeah.
It was a pretty generic thing. I really like the original Chaos Flare better.
Yep. Let's get to his ultra rares. Next card. Oh, not an ultra rare. 5 difficulty, 3 check, bat spin, another 2.1. Plus 2 mid block, 3 high for 5, kick. While cards in your card pool, your opponent's checks to play non-attack cards get -1. E, if this attack deals damage, you may choose not to clear it from your card pool during the end phase. This one I like a lot. I actually had a game in draft where I played this, just played it, turn 1, and then built afterwards, and ended up screwing over someone's turn because they failed like their second or third card for building on turn 1 because of the -1. Yeah, that -1 over and over again. Like, Pharaohman. Would Pharaohman want this card?
Oh yeah, Fairman.
With
Yep.
the
It's going in
Pyramid.
mine.
Yeah, this card's pretty. And I'm trying to think of where that kick would be relevant. It's got to be relevant somewhere.
Yeah, I thought so.
But I like the -1.
Yeah, I realized I could have done something.
Jesse?
It's okay. I like it. It does what it does. I'm sorry. It's not one of those ones I like. I don't really like a lot of Dimitri's like stick in the card pool stuff.
Yeah.
Like this one does. This one could really piss me off though. If I get turn 1 against this card and I'm going second, I will not be happy.
All right.
Like, as a Pharaohman player, I really enjoy this card because this can stick around in my card pool if it deals damage. And then this, along with Pyramid, they're never going to be able to build properly.
Nope.
Yeah. And let's reprint Bastet, right? Yeah.
And
Move along.
Dark Side Master. 5 difficulty, 2 check, +2 high block, 4 high for 5, ally. While its cards in your card pool, your other non-ranged attacks get +2 damage. Put 4 in Gemini Man and call it a day. And make sure you're not playing ranged cards. The non-ranged thing actually makes it like there's a lot of things because we just had Mega Man as a set and ranges all over the place. So that's actually a pretty big limiter. But I don't think it affects your choices too much. And it's an ally card for you to reveal to teleporting hatches. Unfortunately, the best card of like the combo ally stuff from the last set is arranged itself, so it's a non-bow.
yeah.
Like, I feel like that was a miss there. If I could play Guts Cannon after this and have a 0 mid for 8, I would love that. 0 mid for 8, blow up one of my opponent's foundations. But very strong card. One of the. It isn't a finisher, but it's
It
definitely.
enables a finisher.
Yeah, it enables a win condition. It's a very solid card for the attack you a bunch of times in one turn to kill you deck.
This is the mid range. This is like one of the cards of the mid range deck right now. It makes all of your other attacks better.
Yeah. And if you put 2 of these in your card pool,
God help them.
if you block with this card and reversal with Trap Shot,
Oh.
live the ultimate dream.
No, you go add one in. You go add one in, and then like okay, and then you go block with this, and then trap shot. That's how you do it. That's how you get 2 of them in the pool, and then you wish them a good day, sir.
How are you adding one in?
You're Dimitri.
Oh, okay. I forgot he sets himself up. I really haven't looked at Dimitri.
I've looked at him a lot.
Move
All
on.
right. Yep. Aura of Protection. That art. 2/5 +1 high block. While its cards in your card pool, your opponent's attacks get -1 speed. R card pool. After you block with this card, gain 2 vitality. E gain 2 vitality. Draw card. This feels like a very, very poor man's Templar. I just don't like it.
My only way of having access to something like Templar.
Everyone will have Templar who goes to Gen Con, I'm pretty sure.
I would hope we have something else, but that's just me.
Yeah. Like, I think I wouldn't be surprised if everyone got a Templar for showing up. But
I think this card's okay. Like, I actually like the while it's in your card pool ability.
Yeah.
Like, this is one of those cards. Like, if I was playing Dimitri, I'd have one of these. I'd play 1 or 2,
Mhm.
and just be like, deal with this.
I definitely it's a very solid card in draft. This kept me alive for a very long time.
Sounds
Move on.
about right.
Let's move on to next. Zetzereich. 3 difficulty, 5 check, +1 mid block, terrain. While this card is in your staging area or card pool, whenever a player would gain vitality for the first time in a turn, that player may draw 1 card instead. While this card is ready, you may attempt to block with it from your staging area as though it was in your hand during the block step. Free blocks.
Yep.
Also, the anti-Terry phrasing again. Only while ready. But,
Yep.
but I think this is... I like this card a lot. It's a block that just sits there waiting for you when you absolutely need it. If you're playing King or Dimitri, it allows you to be +1 hand size. Or if you're just playing a bunch of other life gain stuff.
Yeah.
The trick is you have to actually, I believe, be gaining vitality. So if you're at full and you go to gain vitality, you can't replace it and draw a card instead. So that's the only thing I don't like. Tim can feel free to correct me if I'm wrong later on, but
I have a life.
I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
It's an okay. I might put it as like a 1 of if I'm playing a life gain character. Just because it's that block that can just sit there for later.
True.
That's
And it's a terrain to blow up my opponent's Cossack Citadel.
I didn't think about that.
All right.
Alright. Next card. Conqueror of Night and Day. 2/5, no block. E, if you have gained vitality this turn, your attack gets +1 damage. E, flip, destroy one of your opponent's face-down foundations. Both of these abilities are really solid in Dimitri. Just you do it when you're ready to go off on a kill turn. Like you have like 2 or 3 of these out. You're just like first F, gain 2. All right, now all my moves. Now I'll play a Darkside Master. All right, now all my moves are like +5, 6 damage. That's pretty terrifying.
Doesn't this also go really well with my?
Yes. I really wish Stacker Mai still existed. You have no idea.
Well, guess what? She's gonna playable and extended.
Yeah, I have too many decks for extended for that format that doesn't 100% exist yet. It's getting there.
Yeah.
It gave out a card, so people should play it. But yeah, they also the E flip. There's a lot of stuff that people flip down on their stuff on their own. So if you just need to +1 on them, this could be pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty solid card.
I mean, that E flip really hurts Metal Man.
I didn't even think about that. Yeah, this card's really good against Metal Man. I'm gonna have to test that.
All right,
Okay.
moving on.
Yep. Recovered from defeat. 2/4, no block. Are destroyed before your opponent's end phase. Add 1 attack from your card pool to your hand. This card was neat in draft. I could stuff a card into my card pool with Dimitri's Enhance, and then pick it up at end of turn with this. So you get the ability of its static that you put it in, and then you get guaranteed +1 attack for next turn. Constructed, I'm not sure how much I'd like it, but draft I felt this was a very solid plan when you're Dimitri. And Dimitri's one of the better characters from draft, so.
All right.
True.
Let's see here.
Your guys' thoughts?
I recover the feet. Like it, I like the idea. Like it recovers a block.
Mhm.
But that's really about it. Like I would probably not like maybe 1. Like I like maybe there's a way. Like I would think there's a long way to recover a necessary card. But it only would be playable in Dimitri. I really think.
Wiley, it's not that bad.
True.
Yeah.
You get the foundation right back.
That's true. Pick up your flying, like block with Fortress Buster, pick it back up, then a turn, gain a foundation. Not bad.
All right.
One day I'll look at Wiley again. 50 years in a casket. 2/5 +3 low block. While this card is in your card pool, gain 1 vitality whenever your opponent plays an ability on action or asset. F, commit, discard 1 momentum, gain 2 vitality. If you want to play that super dirtily throw deck, it just doesn't block. It just does a little bit of DR and then gains a bunch of life back during your next turn. This is a card to put in there for it. Other than that, this card doesn't seem that great. It's kind of low block. That's something.
Low blocks are a thing.
Yep. It definitely feels like this was a card that was made just to be able to use your momentum in draft.
There's something that concerns me with this card's artwork.
What?
He's exposed to the sun.
That's moonlight. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
A pretty bright moonlight.
All right. Yeah, I don't got much more else with this card. Example of perfection. Why does it not have a picture of Kevin Broberg on it?
I don't know.
The Grand Slam champion.
Defeating M. Bison.
Yeah, I want Bison on this card, on the name of this card.
You slap a little cap on him. You'll never know the difference.
Yeah, 2/4 +3 mid. While this card is in your card pool, non-attack cards in your card pool do not add to the progressive difficulty to play throw attacks. E, add this card to your card pool. Your non-throw attack gets +3 damage. Trinity Geyser? I don't know.
Yeah.
I do.
It's a slide up card. It can get you to geyser range. It can get you off of Earth, which is okay, I guess.
I don't like this card. Yeah, I don't like this card.
Hey, Matt.
It's a bad rare.
Yeah. Next card.
That's what you get for Tongue of Peanut Gallery. They can play UFS.
Matt.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, next card. I thought I said next card.
No. Don't
What?
Don't
Yeah, I'm trying to. Alright, no weaknesses. 2/5 +3 mid block. While this card is in your card pool, multiple copies get -2 damage. E5+, your throw attack gets +1 damage for each non-throw attack in your card pool. I like this card, and I'm trying to experiment with it. Of like just playing a bunch of slams, and then playing Cannon Flyer, which gets -1 to progressive difficulty for all the slams in there. So you just play it at 5, and there's like +4 damage for each copy of no weakness in play.
Yeah.
But or if you're playing like a throw deck with all those actions, you could be like action, this card. Play a throw and then activate this card. But it's pseudo free damage pump.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like it as a anti-multiple card.
Yeah. That's pretty much how I see it too. I'm not real big on the E, but the static I really like.
Yeah, that static could be good against Snake Man.
Moving on.
Yep. Move on. Prepared to challenge. 3/6 no block. R flip. After your opponent flips one of their foundations, flip one other copy of that foundation in their staging area. R flip. After a card is added to your card pool due to an effect, discard it from your card pool and draw a card.
I have to know if this is if they go like flip a card and cost, can I go then respond flip another? Like say they have.
Yes, you can.
Okay, so it's not terrible, but it's still
Yeah. You can make them double down on their Kapokans.
Which in this deck is not a bad play. Double down on their design for combats. Like those are like
phobias.
Goros, Wall of Goros.
Yeah. My only problem is my only problem with the card is on all 3 of those symbols. There's other 3 difficulty foundations I'd rather be playing. namely Surveyor, on 2 of those symbols. That's my only problem. It's fun in draft. I liked having a bunch of copies of this in play, and then going first F, flip half your staging area face down, please.
Alrighty. Moving on.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Amorphic Cape. 1/5 +3 high block. R commit after the raid phase. Choose 1 card in your card pool. That card does not count towards progressive difficulty for the rest of this turn. This was just made for so that way other characters in draft could use Dimitri's stuff and not be screwed over by it. It just feels like a pretty meh 1/5 spam.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Not much to say about it. They made a card for theme, and that's it.
Yep.
Next, unless you guys have anything else you want to talk about it.
Nah, that's
We're already on the
Yeah.
one of my favorite cards.
Like the best wine. 2/4 +3 mid block. First E, your deck gets +1 damage for each of your opponent's face down foundations, maximum 5. R, after your attack deals damage, flip 1 of your opponent's foundations. I wish the maximum was higher, but I'm greedy. But
I
I
this
would-
card. It's okay.
yeah, I mean, it's a first E. It's a first E. Let the maximum be 10.
Flip their board, kill you.
I want to play the Dimitri deck that spends a half hour flipping down your board, and then it's like, all right, giant move, giant damage, +10D.
Giant move, giant damage, giant move, giant damage, go.
Yep. But this is still a pretty solid card, especially in Dimitri.
Yeah.
I like it.
I like to react. I think unexpected flip can be something.
Mhm.
Like if you're just trying to play the control game where you're just like, I'm gonna flip your board.
Well,
of relevance.
they made a card like that in Red Horizon, but I think it had like a ridiculous cost. Like you had to destroy one of your foundations in order to do it.
Yeah.
Like I think that's what Bar Fight was.
No. It was a what's that do? It was an ultra rare of Vincent Gray's that flipped something. I thought it was a really bad ultra rare.
Oh no, yeah, she just adds stuff to card pool. That's what it does. Bar Fight. Duh, her theme. Yeah, this is a pretty decent card. Looks neat foil too. Joe, you got anything?
no, not really.
Am I the only one that likes Dimitri's stuff?
No, it's not that you don't like them. It's not that you're the only one that like Dimitri stuff. It's just like Dimitri just isn't my thing, and there's very few cards out of his actual stuff that I'll use in other decks. But he's not my play style. My friend Trey, who at some point I will drag on the show against his ginger will. That is actually a phrase we use with him. This is his play style. So I really haven't looked at his stuff because I'm trying to get all the stuff for him except for the Darkside Masters. He knows to stay well away from those.
Yep.
Okay. Alright, next card. Demon Billion. 5 difficulty, 3 check, 4 bid for 5. If you've gained vitality this turn, this card gets -1 difficulty. E, if this attack deals damage, flip 2 of your opponent's foundations. I really wish Stacker Mai still existed.
But there's Super Mai still.
Yeah. Doing this on Super Mai would be pretty neat.
Like, play your first move, get that 1, and then you're just like, take a little damage, gain that 1, and you're just like, ah.
All right. Here's my 7 mid for 8 that flips 2 things.
Yep.
Like, this card's not that bad. It's just overshadowed by Darkside Master.
Yeah.
Agreed. And you can't
Also-
play it. You can't play it with Darkside Master.
Yeah. That's pretty funny.
Good job, design team.
I think that was on purpose. I legitimately think that was on purpose.
I
Probably
think
was.
I think you should have let him play this card too.
Okay.
We should have had Midnight Bliss 2 dot
No.
as his ultimate throw.
No. All right, and we're done with Dimitri.
As a character, he's better as himself. His support helps him, but I really just want to play Dimitri as Dimitri and play other stuff.
Yeah.
He feels like the second coming of Angels to me, with the flipping a card every single turn.
Yep.
Like I think he's going to be a life control deck. That's going to be very strong at National or at Worlds.
Yeah.
Keep this, bro. Get on that. They're kind of like angels. Just draw them with little angel wings. Run it.
Why not?
4, yes. 13.
All right.
All right.
Let's go to the most broken set of cards in the set.
On to Nikiti! Nikiti!
Calm down, Giggles. We're about to put your favorite set of cards on the TV.
I like Felicia, so we're all gonna be. And the weird part is she's real. Her stuff is really good. Like she has 2 insane cards. Everything else just like it works really good in her.
Yeah.
So, who's Mr. Final Max?
I am unaware.
Do we have someone say something?
But am I the only one who thinks he...
I don't know. Somebody posted something, but I don't know who that is. I'm sorry, sir. If you are watching our show, thank you. I am unaware of who you are.
All right, what were they asking?
They made a comment over a comment we were talking about.
All right, let's get to Felicia, the best card in the set. Or the best card support, I think. She's a 7/20 Air Chaos Water. Enhance. Add your attack to your momentum during the end phase. And enhance your kick, punch, or slam attack gets +3 speed if you have 2 or more momentum. If it deals damage, your next check this turn gets +2. My thing I want to say for it is you don't have to have the 2 momentum to get the if it deals damage, your next check gets +2.
Yeah.
It just has to still be a kick, punch, or slam.
Yep.
But she is really good early game and just gets better and better as it gets longer.
If you let her go, if you do not, this is one of the characters where if you give them too much time, you will lose. Do not give this character more. Like you have to be on top of this character. I think.
I think there's a couple of cards that if I play and have in my opening hand, I don't think I can lose.
That's
From so far from testing. But it has less to do with her and more to do with the card itself.
true.
All right, so let's get to her stuff now.
Yep.
Cat Spike. 4 difficulty, 3 check, +1 low block, 3 high for 5, kick. If this attack deals damage, the next time you play a foundation this turn, add it to your staging area. Pretty innocuous ability. Gets a lot better with the rest of her cards.
Biden loves it.
If you have a foundation that you want to use right away, like Last Ditch Gamble, like just in a vacuum, without looking at her stuff, just putting Last Ditch Gamble directly into play and then popping this and drawing a card, that's really good for a kill turn.
I want to play the. I want to be. I just want to be like. I'm just gonna point to every card she goes off and is like, "Will Ryan play it? Probably."
I like this card a lot. I'm running it as a 4 of right now. While we're talking, I'm playing it.
No, I really like this card. During our sealed event, because we didn't have enough people to draft, we just played sealed. Starter decks and 3 packs. This was really, really fun. It let me get the jump on opposing John Talbane players. All 2 of them. This also let me play, get me actually 2 foundations down pretty easily. I cat spiked, played an agile, and then played another foundation, or no, played a foundation, played agile, and then got it down immediately, and then continued to attack.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Next card. Sorry, but I'm running somewhat lowish on time. But I want to get through her stuff because I love it all. Delta Kick. 5 difficulty, 3 check, 4 high for 5, no block. E, add 1 card from your hand to your momentum. And E, add 1 foundation to your hand. This attack gets powerful too.
It's okay.
Mini power up.
Yeah.
I've played with this a bunch today. The adding foundation to your hand for powerful 2 is but just getting the free momentum gain is really good with her because like you can if you only draw 1 move to like play on turn 2, and then next turn you have one of these, it allows you to just turn on her +3 speed right away. Or if you have momentum for other abilities you want to do later on that turn, like multiple. Like this, get a momentum, play Dancing Flash is really strong. I think this card's solid. All of her stuff together is also phenomenal.
Yeah.
You guys' opinions?
I think it's okay. It's good in Felicia. I don't know where it falls with other people. I don't know if I play it.
We'll see. Maybe it's good in Jiffity Jammer.
I pretty much mirror both of your opinions on this one. Seriously, Trey. Go ahead.
Yeah. All right. Rolling Scratch, 3 difficulty, 3 check, +1 mid block, 3 mid for 3, slam, stun 1.
I'm gonna have to call you back
E,
a little bit.
if the check to play this attack was modified, it gets +1 damage and +1 speed. Decent with her. I like that it's a slam. I like that it's a slam that you can use with Gemini Beam. Like this and the other one that's mirrored, that's just like it, are both really good with Gemini Beam.
Mm-hmm.
I think that might actually be a thing.
It's pokey. I mean, 4 mid for 4, stun 1. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, it's okay. Like it's. I haven't gotten to actually play my slam deck yet, so I don't have much of an opinion on it.
I actually like that this can be used against decks that hack checks because it just says modified. So this could actually be an asset going against stuff like Ferroman where it says your next check gets -X because of stuff I've done to you. Yes, guys, I keep going back to Ferroman. He's one of my favorite decks, but you'd be surprised how often he actually is used to initiate stuff in other sets or use as a good example because he has a multitude of abilities, and in one case, I play him off life with Morgan stuff. If I hack your Felicia check, you can come right back and use this against me and make this a 4 mid for 4 stun 1.
Alright.
Yep.
Alright, so next one. Toy Touch. Much better card.
Hey, this is fast.
2 difficulty, 3 check, +1 high block, 2 low for 2, punch. E, add 1 foundation to your hand. If you have 2 or more momentum, this attack gets +2 damage and +2 speed. I forgot about the if you have 2 or more momentum clause, but so it's not insane, but this card's still pretty decent. Especially in Felicia, where you're always going to have that 2 momentum beyond turn 2, pretty much.
I was going to say Snake Man.
Maybe.
In Snake Man, this gets monstrously huge if you play this at the end of an attack string.
If I still have the momentum.
Well, just don't do it on the turn you Murakumo.
Then what are you doing?
Yeah,
I'm
building momentum to get Murakumo.
That's turn 1.
That's turn 1.
Joe, I'm gonna tell you that deck is like on paper doesn't look like it does anything for a while. That deck kills on turn 2, 3 pretty easily, and like it playing this like I actually think I'd rather play the Goro attack.
Yeah.
In its slot.
Like we talked for about 5 minutes about this card and the Snake Man deck. We said no, we're probably good with it as is.
Yep.
Like the one thing that's still a consideration is the +1 high block, but I think she has another attack I'm going to be putting in instead. Which let's move on to, hopefully. I'm guessing, right? No, but much better card. Dancing Flash, 4 difficulty, 2 check, no block, 5 mid for 5, kick. E, discard a momentum, add one of your opponent's foundations to their hand. Multiple copies of this attack also gain this ability. Water E, add 1 foundation to your hand. This attack gets multiple copies of this attack get punch. This card is crazy good if you can pay the momentum for everything. Like, if you have 3 momentum, you get to bounce 2 foundations of your choice and throw out 2 5 damage moves at them. That is really, really good. This is one of the other cards I think it's in top 3 attacks for the set.
Yeah.
It's the only one I think is on par, if not better than Saranagiri. Currently in my head, it's better because I've actually gotten to play with it. I love this card.
This card will
I have
mess
a
you
problem.
up.
I have a problem because Giggles and I both want to play it.
Well, I have my own playset, so.
It's pretty good.
Yep.
All right.
Next card. Unless you got any comments, Joe.
Nah.
This card does a lot. Like, you're paying a lot
everything.
You're paying a lot to do a lot, but man.
Scratch attack. Oh, this is not a slam like I thought. 4 difficulty, 3 check, +2 high block, 4 mid for 4, kick. If the check to place attack has been modified, it gets +1/+1. E, add 1 momentum to your staging area face down. I like it because it allows you to get a free foundation, and then you can pick it up with one of the other pickup abilities, and just slowly like net an attack back, kind of like a powerful assassin maximum press loop.
I'm gonna say one thing. I'm sorry that I just looked at. I took a second and looked.
Mm-hmm.
I want to play Golden Ticket with all of our stuff. All my checks are +2. All my checks are +1 this turn, and so you can play all of our stuff with other characters if you want to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I like poking.
no, this card's okay. It's not as good as some of our other ones we've gone through already, but 4 difficulty, 5 mid for 5.
Mm-hmm.
Respectable stats.
Yep.
All right, next card. Bounce and roll. 1 difficulty, 5 check, +1 low block. E, your next check this turn gets +X. X equals your momentum times 2. E, add 1 face-up foundation to your hand. Add this card to your staging area face down. This card's cute, and I wish I had gotten to play it in draft, but I
got
didn't.
to play it.
I didn't see anything.
I went.
These symbols.
I went. We were playing loose chaining in the draft, and I playing Jetta. I played 3 of Heisenko's 3 low for 5. And then I went play this, +6 to my next check to play the last one and kill people. Like, it just makes you play another. It gives you the ability to play a free attack.
Yeah. I have this my current Joe build off of there. It's really good.
Mm-hmm.
It's neat. All right, next card. Felicity House, 2/5 +2 high block, unique. R commit, after you play a foundation, add it to your staging area. R commit, before the block step of your opponent's attack, choose a momentum and reveal it. If it's an attack, you may attempt to block this attack with a card as though it was in your hand.
This card does things.
It does everything. That R commit is really good. If you play this in turn 1, if you have this in your opening hand, you can easily just play this out and then choose any foundation from your hand for draw 2 and have access to it. It allows you basically, if you're just stuck in that hand that's more too asset heavy, it allows it so you still can build reasonably well and have enough foundations for passing checks. And then in late game, the R commit, it's extra blocking. that can really save you.
Yep.
655.
Overall solid card.
Yep.
I'm playing
Yep.
3 of it. Next card. Orders of her kind. 2/6.
Others.
Yeah, orders, others. I was thinking of orders from Hydron a minute ago, so that's why. 2/6 plus 2 mid block. E, your next check to play a foundation this turn gets +1. R, commit. After you play a foundation, your kick, punch, or slam attacks get +1 damage the rest of this turn. It's a neat card that goes with her theme, but overall I think it's pretty unneeded because her theme is really strong.
I want to play it though. I want to go. My biggest play I want to do is like play. I just want to figure out how to play it. I think there's a way like you just play. You could play 4 of this card, and if you get 2 into play, you just kill people.
Like
Can
I've been working on a deck with her, and I cut it. It slowed the deck down.
can the top enhance be used to block with 2?
Your next check to play foundation. No, because you're still playing a block, so I don't think you can.
704.
I'm sold.
Because you're playing the card. You're playing a block, not a foundation.
Okay.
You're playing It's one of those weird ruling things where at this late at night I can't work it out.
No. It makes sense because it's like you can't block with an attack and it's not an attack.
Yep.
Okay.
Next card.
So 704.
Strength of Tail. 2/5 plus 3 low block. R, after you raise step, add this card to your momentum. Momentum Gen. It's Momentum Gen. It's good. It's a low block. It's really good. Snake Man thanks you for your peace offering.
Yeah, it's ready step too. It's
Yep.
like ready for your turn. Oh, I need momentum now. Pop these in.
Yep.
Oh,
This card's just really good. Like if you're using momentum, this card's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
And
Moving on.
Yep.
So again,
Rolling Uppercut. The card that's going to go in the Snake Man. 3 difficulty, 3 check, +1 mid block, 4 low for 2. Powerful 2, punch. E, discard momentum. If this attack deals damage, add the top 2 cards of your deck to your momentum. Air Enhance. This attack gets +1 to its powerful rating. I love this card. I want to put it in like 4 different decks.
yeah.
It's momentum generation for Snake Man. Once you just connect and get that 1 momentum, you play this, and then you get 2 momentum. And then you play Murakumo, and you get your 3rd momentum, and you have Kyo's Jacket, and you get your 4th momentum, and oh, hey, look, they died.
Yep.
And it could also just be an alternate win condition for the deck. Like, I have all this momentum, and I know you can't block it. Oh, all right, just +8 damage. Okay. Here's my 10 damage low. And I want to play a deck. I still want to put together this deck that's a powerful deck with this and Focus Charge and the other big powerful moves.
And like the air typhoon.
Yeah, and just like build my own powerful 4 attack.
Yeah.
But solid card.
Alrighty.
Traveling Performer. 1/5, no block. E, commit. Your check to block against this attack gets +2. E, commit. Your kick attack gets +X speed. X equals your momentum. I don't like any of this card. Correction. I like this art because
The Wizard of Oz
yeah,
reference.
Wizard of Oz. My mom will love this card for that. In fact, I'm just gonna go give her my extra placement of this card after this show.
I really don't mind this card too much. I mean, I would have liked to block, but the ability to boost checks on blocks is always helpful.
Here's the question. Are you going to have the card?
I really don't care about the second ability, but the first ability I actually really like.
Yep, it's okay.
This to be able to ready
All right.
for this.
Next card.
Here's backhand.
What?
Backhand back there.
Yeah.
Peanut
I
ground.
know they're arguing about something that's kind of sounds important. Gymnastic techniques, 2/5, no block. R card pool. After you play this card, if you have one or more momentum, add it to your staging area. E commit. If this attack deals damage, your next check this turn gets +2. This is silly. You could just keep yo-yoing this into your card pool, back to your staging area, back to your hand, back into your card pool, into your staging area.
Yep.
You just like E commit +2, bounce it to toy touch. All right, play this, bring it back down. Like you just
Especially if like you use its ability too.
yeah.
You're like, you're just like, oh, use this, play an attack, play this again, play it back. Like you just
Yeah.
you just net off of this.
Like it definitely
Ridiculous.
needed the no block in order to make it not insane. Now it's just a solid card that I would put as like a 2 to 3 of in Felicia.
Yep.
Because if this card had a block, you could just for free block with it, bring it down.
Yep.
There's another card that can kind of do that we're going to get to in a moment, which is I think what they're talking about in the behind us.
Okay.
Next card. Bridging the races.
Love it.
That's Jeff. 1 difficulty, 4 check, +2 mid block. E commit. Your kick, punch, or slam attack gets +1 damage and +1 speed. R once per turn. After a card is added or removed from your staging area during the combat phase, ready this foundation, playable while committed. It is a fair shinobi tradition that is still too good. You can activate this to so many ways. If your opponent destroys one of your things, you can ready these. If you activate... okay,
Thank
I
you.
have to leave. I'm sorry. I have to leave in like 5 minutes.
All right.
Almost
Last Ditch Gamble. If you activate Last Ditch Gamble, you can ready these. There's a lot of good things to do with this.
My
Okay.
God.
Moving on.
Boom,
Good
boom.
card.
Card's insane. Alright, next. Peaceful Coexistence, 2/4, +3 mid-block, E destroy, discard a momentum. Your opponent must discard 1 attack card as additional cost to play their attack this turn. This card's okay. It could probably screw over some people. It might be better. But there's so many 4 checks now in these symbols. I don't know what to do with it.
Yep.
I agree.
All right.
Yeah, not much with it. Next card. Agile, 0/5, +3 high block. R card full, committed foundation. After you play this card, add it to your staging area. This card's good. You can block with it, bring it down.
I would say some of these symbols needed this type of spam.
This card's solid.
Yeah.
Play 4 of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next card. Ever Hopeful. This, I think, is going to be the last card I talk about for the night. This is the absolute best card in the set.
My favorite.
Calm down, Jeff. 3/5, +3 mid block, unique. R card pool, discard a momentum. After you play this card, add it to your staging area. E, add this card to your hand. Add one of your opponent's foundations to their hand.
Dum da dum dum.
Yeah.
Ban
this
this.
is really
Ban
good.
this card. Ban it now.
Shut up.
Ban it.
It's way too powerful.
This card is, I think, way too good.
If you think people hated, like, people didn't like Cat Force when it came out, but it was like, this card is Cat Force on steroids.
Like, I'm going to play this 3 to 4 times in 1 turn with Felicia, and you're not going to draw a hand next turn. You're just going to spend your turn replaying foundations.
Yep. I want to play Billy with this.
I want to play a good.
I want to be that dude.
Yes,
I
he's
wanna be-
fired.
I want to play Billy and then turn into Felicia.
So
Next
this
card.
card's insane.
Yeah. we're good.
Oh, we're done! Yay! We finished just in time. Thank you, everyone. Sorry for me being rushed to both our audience and to you guys, but I want to go see my birthday movie.
Okay.
So,
Upside down.
Felicia's
All
nuts.
Feelings have feelings.
Felicia's nuts. You're going to see her at the Rochester PTC. Next Thursday, we're going to be somewhere between now and then. We will be finishing the set review, the last 4 characters, and the champ cards. And then next Thursday, we are going to talk about the PTC from Scotts Valley, we're going to talk about what me and Matt might be playing for the Rochester PTC. And I wish everyone a good night. This was a quick kind of a not really a full show. This was particularly a set review. We'll get to the other one between now and next Thursday. We are going to figure out a day, and we'll get it taken care of.
And on a more personal note, Tennessee needs one person for teams.
Yep.
Yeah.
You want to play with Joe? You want to play Joe and his buddy? Go for it.
Would it be the odd man out in a group of Joe and Joe?
Oh,
Wait, I have a fitting.
I like that idea.
Joey's going with me, the one that we interviewed.
Yeah.
Paul dropped out because he misinterpreted the financial terms. So we're going to need one additional player for teams. Get in contact with me on Facebook or whatnot. I'll let you know what more than likely we are going to be playing. I'm going to go build Jetta tonight to screw with people tomorrow. That'll be fun.
I'm playing Jiffy Jambers tomorrow because I don't give a care.
You are horrible people.
I want to test if, like, I think the one thing I like Death, and I think Death needs an 8-hand size character. Guess what? I have my 8-hand size character now.
All right, I'm doing this. Okay, there we go. I dropped Hughes out. That way he
All
can.
right.
What else we got?
Not much else coming up. Rochester PTC in 2 weeks. Be sure to go to JascoGames.com, pre-buy in for the event. It is going to be at a non-store location, but obviously I'm assuming Sean will have stuff to vend there, so you'll have stuff. You'll be able to bring your own drinks if you want. Like, it covers a lot of things by coming to the Rochester PTC. We're running it as a one-day event. Like, we're starting at 10:30, and we got to be done by 9 o'clock. So it's going to be a long day.
What else we got? On a more local note, UFS has a new home in Tennessee again. This time we're over to the Game Cave, which is on the interstate of the airport in the Nashville area for those playing in Nashville or those over in the Nashville area. We are over to the Game Cave, which is by the Nashville airport, exit 221B. You take a left, and then it's on the second level of the building beside the Dairy Queen. We play Sundays from open to close. I am going to try and be there again. We will be there next Sunday because of the holidays this weekend. Please come out and join. We're always looking for new players. We want to expand the game, get big. Dave has been very gracious to us. He's been providing this product. We hope to see anybody that is in the Nashville area interested in the game there.
Sounds good.
Okay.
All right, guys.
We will see everybody in part 2.
Part 2.